Hello,
Yeah.
hello.
Oh my goodness.
Hopefully we're
Hello,
audible on
hello.
screen.
I hope so. We gotta like fill in a little bit of yapping just in case.
Yeah, exactly. The yap off.
The yap off.
But
OMG.
yeah, welcome to Spinach Percent, the best meme category to come out of 2024.
Now, Quado, what does
Yeah.
spinach stand for?
Oh, I would love to tell you. So it's an acronym, because of course it is. So we get all the spells, all the map pins, all the idols, all the nail upgrades, and then of course we have the all charm notches for the last three
All
letters.
charm notches. My
Yeah.
favorite.
Yeah, because we
Our
don't get
runners are
all
being
notches.
counted down, so they should be starting here in a moment. Hopefully, unless there's tech.
Looks like they're good.
They're going. We need some KP people arrives, and we need your leafy greens in chat for spinach percent. One thing I realized when I like kind of last minute got pulled into commenting this was we've had meme day as part of the Hollow Knight anniversary celebration since 2022 with Hollow Knight 5 year. And in every single meme day, we have had some iteration of all charm notches. We
That's
just
true,
keep coming
actually.
back to it. Because originally it was like a Vex showcase with like, I think it was the introduction of the Flukes route of ACN. And then we had ACN KGPZ, which of course is combining ACN, NKG, and GPZ percent all into one. And then we had the ACN race last year, which you joined very last minute.
Oh yeah, that was a great time.
Y'all did great. And now we have Spinach, which of course ends with all charm notches.
We gotta have ACN next year as well. We can't let the tradition die.
We gotta keep having some form of ACN. Maybe we'll be able to do one of the odder ACN categories, like ACN no shop charms or something. But that's really long, isn't it? I don't know if it's any longer than this though.
I actually think it's shorter than this, because you don't need grubs. Well, you don't need like 10 grubs, and you don't need like white palace, which would add a lot of time.
Right. So I am like less familiar with this category than you are, Mr. Pine. What are some things that is there anything like unique about this category? Do we have any cool skips, cool tech, cool boss fights, or is it just like the collectathon of visions, you know?
Yeah, so when I was telling you about this, I kind of described it as like the child of ACN and Happy Couple, because it's like we need all the nail upgrades. So we do like Color 1 and Color 2 with like similar equipment to ACN, which is cool. And then we're saving like so many grubs because we need 38, I believe, for the last idol. So yeah, it is quite the collectathon here.
Yeah.
The route is kind of interesting. So it's pretty similar to 1XX, and then we kind of transition into ACN a bit more, like with the Grim Quest especially. You'll start seeing that pretty soon after peak.
This is just like I love watching big collectathons because sometimes you have some really there's just things that you forget about. Like I don't know if I could have told you that Grubfather has an idol if it wasn't for looking at this route. Because I went for a second, I'm like, what makes this interesting? And then I saw that Grubfather has an idol really late, and I was like, oh, it's a grub collector.
Like yeah, so many. It makes the all idols like category by itself kind of annoying because it's just basically grubs. But yeah, this is a better iteration of that because we need to save 31 grubs anyway for the Paylor, so
right.
I'll add on like 7 more.
Pretty much. Yeah, this is just gonna be a fun experience.
Another thing
Yeah.
is, we don't need like Dreamgate or anything. We only need like 300 essence for the
Hmm.
payload. So we don't get Dreamgate, which makes routing like I would say a lot more interesting.
Do you get Dreamgate in Happy Couple? I don't remember. It's been too long since I've.
No, we don't do that either.
Okay. That's what I thought, but it's been so long I like couldn't
Yeah,
remember.
yeah. Yeah, shout outs to
Um
Cyclone, by the way. Cyclone did a lot of the routing and labbing for this category. Sadly, could not be in the race today.
yeah, Cyclone was supposed to be in the race, but I think wasn't feeling well, so.
Yeah. Well, shout outs to May as well for coming in last minute to replace
Yeah.
Cyclone.
May like decided to come in last minute to replace Cyclone, and while most of the world was sleeping, because May is in Australia, so kind of opposite to a lot of us that are in Europe and the United States and other North American countries. But while the rest of the world was sleeping, May was out grinding apparently like some movement tech for this category, which is just very appropriate. This is very May
Amazing
of
to do.
her.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Amazing.
Amazing. Oh my
We
god.
gotta keep this thumbs up.
Oh, we gotta
Especially
have like
May, right?
we have a
Yeah.
really high ratio. If at any point the runners do, again, I'm not horribly familiar with this, but if at any point the runners do any of the ACN actions that are in the ACN copy pasta, I will be repeating them out loud. I imagine
154
we
Geo.
we won't. I don't know if we have 154 Geo because
I
you
don't think
have
we do.
many. You're getting idols, so I
Maybe I
imagine
will drop
not.
it in color too. That's decent amount of Geo.
Oh
Yeah.
no, there's a leafy clap emote.
I can't see Leafy Clap, but I hope it looks great.
It's in the chat. It's a animated emote that's the leafy greens emoji, but the leaves are separated so they're clapping. This is beautiful. Pretty typical early game. I think I saw the runners. They opened Crossroads tags, I believe. I remember them collecting Geo and got they got
Yeah, so we're copying like kind of like a 1xx early
yeah.
game.
Yeah, because they got City Crest as well, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for any like collectathon where it's gonna last like over an hour,
Hmm.
just using City Crest for and just Sanctum as your early game is just very good.
Balders. Oh, nice Balder RNG for May. If at any point, by the way, we say May and you're like, I don't see the name May on stream, that's Insomnia. I forgot that it's like actual usernames on screen.
True. It's just the month of May. Specifically 2023 May.
May 2023
Yeah.
is my favorite Hollow Knight speedrunner. I don't know about you. Oh my. Speedrunner formerly known as Insomnia. There's a lot of formerly known as jokes you can make. Alright. Good Balder RNG for Vi. Let's go. This is important.
May must have like praised to the Boulder Gods before this.
I
That was
know,
the
like,
first bit, yeah.
I am waiting for a run that I commentate to just have like a really, really long string of Balders and we beat like the world record of how many Balders fits. Because that happening in a marathon is iconic, actually.
Don't jinx me. I have a run later today, and I don't
I
want
know. I know you too. I'm commentating that one though, and so if it happens, I will be celebrating you. I want two things to
That's not your
happen,
name.
Quado, during catch Ghostbusters later this day / evening / early morning if you're in Europe, because during the Ghostbusters run, Quado should do one of two things. One of them is get the total number of Balder spits world record, or the other one is straight up get the Ghostbusters world record. I'm expecting one or both of those things. I imagine both would be impossible, but
I think it's very unlikely that either of them happen, but you know, we can try.
Come on, you
If I
got it.
fail,
You
if I
gotta try.
fail, if, whoa, May did
Whoa,
the nail.
the turnaround.
Yeah, the static slasher. That was crazy.
Whoa. Yeah, if you hit things with your nail in this game, we all know there's knockback. That's why there's the famous charm steady body to counteract that. But you can use it as movement tech. And it's rather precise. Like, so it's really neat to see in like cases where you would normally have to spend soul on a fireball skip.
It made us flexing though, because that's like spellless tech, and we have a spell. We don't need to do
Yeah.
that. You know, like we gotta show off.
She's just goaded like that. We're kind of synced in the room that YouTube thumbnails really like to pick. You love to see it.
Girl. It's always this room. Inevitable.
It's always this room or Soul Master, if the category has Soul Master.
I know. Somas is so common as well. For my so I uploaded the Plando video yesterday, and like the auto-generated thumbnails was so bad. There was like one in Dirtmouth, like one in Crossroads, and one in Beanpath or something. And I was like, wow.
I'll have to make you a thumbnail, bestie. We'll get you those numbers.
Oh, my current thumbnail is quite good actually. It
Okay.
reveals like a decent amount of what's in it.
There you go.
Gives a good amount of mystery.
Yeah, the fact that we are synced with like a 20-second differential between the runners is actually kind of iconic. Shoutouts to Noodles for restreaming. We get the viewing experience we all deserve. And shoutouts to, I believe, Sylvie made this lovely, lovely background with a very jacked knight holding Spinach.
Yeah, I do like the Jack Knight. That's quite good.
The jacked knight made me laugh so hard.
Not
Typical.
quite May 2023 as a meme, but you know it's good.
Typical Hornet fight. She gets dispatched by both runners. Pretty easy stuff here for your speed runners.
No, I appreciate May having a good early game and catching up to Vi on the restream.
Yeah.
So now we have fun sync going on.
Yeah, it is really neat when you have some sync in the early game when like the movement is basically the same regardless of like what your background is in running Hollow Knight. Like you could be a 1xx runner, an any percent runner, a meme runner, whatever. Most of us have very similar movement for the early game as long as we don't autopilot to getting the wrong thing from our standard category.
Oh, we're about to get our first notch.
First Hanach.
First notch.
First Hanach, of course, being Shroomel Ogre's Notch. It's one of the easiest and quickest charm notches to get. If you're in a category that hard requires a charm notch, but you really don't have time to go out of your way to get any, this is typically the one. It's on the way to Claw, and these Shroomel Ogres are pretty easy to get rid of. And the nice thing is that even if you take a bunch of damage to them, the charm notch heals you, so it's quite nice.
That's a really nice place, charm notch. Also,
Thanks,
you get like
Team
90
Cherry.
geo. You get like 90 geo from doing it, so
Yes.
it's nice in that way.
In a category that relies so heavily on charm notches, and charm collection in
Very
general.
easy sync. Oh my god, that room was like perfectly in sync.
I know. Look at it.
Thank you,
Oh,
runners. I know
thank
you
you,
planned
runners.
this.
Oh, look at them go. I love fungal movement. It's so blessed. Until I fail a fireball skip, and then it's no longer blessed, and I want to reset every run I've ever done. Oh wait, do we
See?
get Dash Master?
Yeah. So you
No!
might be wondering why we're not going for Epoga here. So we actually do ACN routing here, where we get Bretta Bench, get Dash Master quit out, equip it, and then do Claw into City.
This is intentional Bantus Safari. You really do love to see it.
Love to see it. So in like current like 1xx, for a LP patch at least, you do this after Claw because you want to save Bretta, right? But we don't care about Bretta in this category, so it's actually fast to do it like this way.
No Bretta Lord.
No Bretta Lord.
Even their like quit outs were kind of synced. I'm like a little scared If they didn't have the same background for their menus, I'd be concerned that we were seeing the same stream twice.
Yeah, I mean that has happened before. I think I remember back in the day, like during the I think it was the Pop 8% tournament. There was like one race going on, and like it took like 3 minutes for us to realize it was like the same stream, and we're like, oh my god, this thing goes crazy, and it was just like the same, the
I
same
think
stream.
that's a testament to how synced early game Hollow Knight can really be.
Yeah,
I honestly think that more often than not, Hollow Knight runs become unsynced in races is if the runners are not using a load normalizer and it's just difference in PC stats, you know?
yeah,
Vi struggling with Mantis Pogo. Mantis Pogo is really hard when you come from
it is
the
so annoying actually.
dash master direction. Like it's a pretty consistent setup if you're coming from the top of the room, but from the side, it's annoying, and you get like way too many mantises over there, and they're all hitting you at once, and one of them gets in the way of your way coming back, and it's nasty.
Yeah, I don't think a consistent setup actually exists. I usually just go for it, and like half the time it works, half the time you gotta do some annoying backup. Oh,
Yeah.
saving our first grub as well.
Yippee, bouncy grub. Appropriately
Bouncy grub.
called bouncy grub because you either bouncy mushrooms on the way.
Yeah, not too out of the way this one. And like we only skipped like 9 grubs, I think, so we want to get like all the ones that are actually easy to get.
Yeah.
It's 8 grubs, right? We skipped 8 grubs, and obviously collector has
Can I
3
do
of them,
math?
so.
Yeah.
46 minus 38.
I'm gonna be completely real with you. I don't know how to add or subtract. No one tell anyone that I work with in real life. Okay. For context, I work in engineering. Don't let them know I can't do math. I'm a fraud.
I mean, I think engineers typically can't do math, so you're good.
We really can't.
Not beating the allegation.
That's why we like look at something and go, yeah, it's about 50. You know, and just call it a day.
That's about 50. Yeah, it's about 3.
The pi being it's about 3.
Yeah.
That's where I differ from most engineers, but
you know, I would hope the person memorized like 100 digits or something. It would
I
care
could
about not rounding. Yeah.
I only know 45. I don't know 100. I could learn 100, but then I'd probably forget my social security number or something like that, so I'm not testing the waters there. Quirrell bench. He's so chill, sitting on the bench. Alright. Standard city movie. Now, Quado, you would know better than I, as we're selling to Lem here. Am I safe to assume we have to keep all of the idols on us? We can't sell them, right? It's not just collect the idols and then do what you will with them.
I don't think that was a set rule, actually. Now I'm curious to see if we're gonna sell any idols.
Oh, I will have to keep
a
close
silly
watch.
rule, but you know, maybe I'll take a closer look.
I think it would be hard to verify that you picked up all the idols.
It specifically says you do not need all of them at the same time. You're allowed to sell them.
Oh, okay.
So
That's really nice.
Yeah.
So we can have 154 Geo, please, is what I'm hearing. Not that we will, but we can.
I'm gonna bring up Bingy here. Bingy, my beloved. So in Bingo, there's a couple relic goals. So one of them's like obtain 5 seals, obtain 5 journals, and the other one is collect 3 King's idols. And I always get thrown off by that one because I'm like, oh, I can't sell them. But you actually can sell them on. You can sell them for that specific goal.
Oh, that one is collect, but all the other ones are have. That throws you off, actually.
It does.
Bingy, my beloved.
Bingy. Oh.
Runners going through Sanctum obviously needed for your all spells requirement because we need dive. Sanctum is historically a pain. We all know why. And shoutouts to this fella. This is Norman 2. He's Norman 2 because in other categories you fight Norman first. Don't ask questions. And if you're wondering if the Dream Warrior that's in Colosseum has a name? I don't know. I don't know if we call him Norman.
Yeah, I think he dies too fast in Colo to have a name.
You can't even say Norman by the time he just melts.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any
Yeah.
HP.
Both runners, by the way, getting pretty bullied in the first room of Sanctum.
Yeah, it's falling right into
Oh, this is like
May,
average
no.
hell room in a marathon run.
Yeah,
He does well
it
though.
really is.
It's
That's
very
like
easy
my
to get thrown off and just die if you get hit once, but
my segment of the all bosses relay, which will be tomorrow during name day. In my segment, I'm going through Sanctum, but I'm the second person who goes through Sanctum, which means I don't have to do Hell Room because the lever's already down.
get the easy version of Sanctum.
I get the easy version, but the problem is the room before Hell Room I usually do on low HP because I like do a damage out of Norman, so it's like I'm doing that on like 1 HP, which is frustrating.
Oh yes. Speaking of
Runners.
1 HP, Vi
Yeah.
will be healing. Fortunately.
Soul Master. Soul Master is honestly like a really fun fight with low equipment. It can be like once you figure it out, you're like, oh, this ain't bad.
I like the worst Soul Master of my life earlier today during Stinky. It was
It
sad.
happens. It
Yeah.
happens. I feel
I
like
missed
if I
the
try
first
to fight,
Pogo and I was like, ah, it's over now.
I feel like if I try to fight Soul Master right now, I'd be really confused because I've been fighting Tyrant so much that like
Oh, he's so
Master is
slow.
gonna be too slow.
Yeah, you probably dash into him and he's not teleporting as much.
I had issues when I would be in God Home, like going between. I was like in God Home and then I'd go to like do a true ending run or something or play rando, and I'm like, why am I taking damage to the Hollow Knight? It's like because the Hollow Knight is so slow compared to Pure Vessel. Oh, you know what? I believe our restreamer is taking a moment. So if we can't turn Quado up, Quado, I need you to just scream into your microphone so that chat can
I
hear
can
you
do
a
that.
little better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can do that.
Them runners. It's really nice.
Oh,
Like
God.
it's impressive too when people get the those hits in with the dives. I've never been good at getting both hits of the Soul Master dives. Again, I'm better at Tyrant for that.
It's honestly easier with Tyrant.
It really is.
Oh, good thing Geo test. I guess we don't need it.
Skipping Geotest, getting the fake dive to get that grub. Everyone say thank you 1.5 patches for making fake dives free.
I still miss them, but you know, I do appreciate it.
At least they're like a little easier than they used to be. Yeah, we are skipping the Geo chest, both runners are, so I'm curious where our Geo for all of our charms and charm Hanaches are gonna come from. Probably all of the idols we pick up, you know, like since we can sell them.
Yeah, I mean the main purchase here is like E-Key. And do you notice we're kind of lacking money for both E-Key and like Shaman? So I guess we'll see what we do.
Do we ever get Lantern in this category? I'm gonna assume no because we have Dive, but...
No, we do. We will be seeing some dark rooms actually later in this category.
Yeah.
Deep Nest will be fun.
Dark Deep Nest is something that impresses me greatly. I am a dark room hater. I've done Dark Jonies and Dark Nest up to Galian, and that's it. So I have like mad respect to people who are like, I'm going to go through every single room of Dark Deep Nest. I'm gonna get Hera from any direction and get Weaver Song and all of this stuff. I'm like, I can't do that, but I respect you.
I would say dark rooms are a lot more forgiving if you have wings, and we do pick up wings in this category, so that is Nice benefit.
Whiffing on the grub. That grub is easy to whiff, and I don't know why. The wall grub.
Yeah, it's actually, if you ever run 4MS, it's so easy to miss that grub.
That 4MS, that grub in particular, I'm so scared of missing. It's like every other grub, it's like I can handle. That one, no. Just gonna whiff. Yep, so we see Insomnia saying hi and bye to Mila. Don't worry about Mila. Don't worry about her. She'll be fine. She's just a little eepy right now. Heading into peaks. Does this category get deep focus while they're in peaks for an extra charm?
I actually think we do 2 peak trips in this category.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Because you need the pale ore too, huh?
Yeah, you want the Grimkin Flame and the Pale Ore, so yeah, you get deep focus on the second trip.
I was like, why do you need the Grimkin Flame? And then I remembered the all charm notches. We're fine.
Yes, all charm and arches.
Yeah. That is a level 1 Grimkin, so you would need it.
May struggling a little bit with this black grub. This one can be really annoying.
Alright, Vi not going for Pogax, but I respect it because Pogax hard.
Pogax is both hard and also like
wait,
RNG.
did May just get God Pixel?
My mode would obviously get God Pixel.
I think May got God Pixel. People who do the jumps between that last segment of the Spike Gauntlet impress me. I've never been able to get that with
It's
jumps. I have to
easier than you
dash.
think, actually.
Yeah. Oh. Picking up the idol up by this fella. I don't know how I remember which relics to which.
Not really. If you're going back to peak for the flame, then you might as well just do crown then with wings.
Yeah, because there's really no scenario where you would be getting the Grimkin Flame. Is there ever a scenario where you get the Grimkin Flame?
In the first trip, yeah.
NKG does it, right? Am I dumb?
Yeah, NKG does do that, yeah. Because we get TG1 bench.
Yeah, but when you're doing a dive route and your access to Dream Mail is going to be through peak, you're never going to be able to get that Grimkin before.
Yeah, it's way more awkward to do it.
Yeah, especially since you're getting wings, like you can just go from Dirtmouth, as well. Nice damage list cycle being shown off by Vi right now. In categories where you spend a lot of time in peaks doing more than just your basic quit out after C-Dash, when you're actually collecting grubs or charms or going to D-Dark and all of that, it is so much comfier to not have to damage tank to fix your cycles. So it's good that we have tech for both. We have tech for just like saying screw it, I want C-Dash and I want it now. And we have tech for I need a little bit of health. And we have our first dark room. This one's pretty easy, especially with C-Dash. You can kind of get through parts of it pretty consistently. And as long as you're staying ahead of the crystal hunters, it's pretty safe. Let's see if Buggy is gonna cooperate with us at all. When you go to collect the grub on the right side of this room, it ends up most times luring the crystal hunter up, but it was being a jerk.
I think May hit it to the right and it kind of messed it up.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. We'll see if Vi gets it. if you get hit out of this pickup animation by the crystal hunter that we call Buggy, then you're able to get out of this room quicker because you just get early control. It's really one of the few instances of that on current patch. Is Buggy gonna... Okay, Vi's gonna like intentionally stick around to get Buggy up, hopefully.
How intentional that one was, but yeah.
I'm gonna say it was intentional because I love my runners. See, there's Buggy. So in theory, you just kind of... Buggy's staying down, come on. In theory, you lure that crystal hunter up and it usually sharpshoots you, but sometimes it decides
I
not
just
to.
got stuck. Yeah, no, I
No
think Vice
Buggy
didn't go
skip.
high enough. It didn't make it
feel
over
like-
the ledge.
I feel like I comms cursed Buggy skip by just mentioning it.
I think you did too. Neither runners got it.
Dreamnail. Dreamnail is fun with C-Dash because you get to skip most of it. You just go new.
C-Dash.
I was doing Boomer C-Dash, and then I realized that my input lag on 1221 was causing me to not be able to cling to that like wall jump off of the one you fall on.
Oh yes.
And so I've started doing Zoomer C-Dash.
I love Zuma C-Dash.
It's actually really nice as long as you don't like slip and fall and you're too low and your C-Dash gets canceled early and you look like an idiot. It's never happened to me though. Oh,
No,
failed
bye.
Dream Dash. No.
That's tough.
I like the pensive look down.
Yeah, that was quite a pensive look down.
May heading over to Soul Eater to get my favorite anime, I mean charm, in the game. I'm on Team Boomer, but I will use Zoomer strats if that's how I will win. Send tweet. We have to beat them somehow. FF, if you're watching, please throw during your segment. Thank you.
Hey Nebula, can I bribe you?
Oh, how much to Duncan spikes like 5 times? How much?
How much to die to Fungal Claw Grimkin?
I was not expecting to be so emotional about the team since it wasn't team controller, team keyboard, but I'm still emotional about the teams as it turns out. Hiroshi, don't talk to me about praying for their downfall. You could have run. Why have a runner like Nyx when you could have a runner like Hiroshi? Send tweet.
SMH Kuro.
And now Vi heading up to Soul Eater, my favorite anime, I mean charm. And saving grubs. May picking up another charm notch from Salubra while passing through. This just good quality of life to have more charm notches, even though we're going to obviously see Salubra more towards the end of the run when we actually have enough charms to buy more notches from her. And also, we're here. We gotta pick up Shaman. We like Shaman in the speedrunning community. I wonder why.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it is really nice to have 5 notches here because then you have Shaman plus Spell Twister, which is like a really great loadout.
All my homies love Shaman Twister.
Interesting that I don't know if that was good actually. Quitting out from Spike Grub just to get to Crossroads Stag. That was he.
Interesting.
Looks like we're doing some gaslighting though.
I love gaslighting. Shoutouts to GGG earlier by Clap. That was awesome. Mad respect for that category. Like they were talking about how I was the first one to run it. I didn't learn skips. I didn't learn any skips. Chris even said, "Oh, there's still skips with seed with seed." No, I did the most like boomer way to get there possible and just encouraged other people to run it better. It was beautiful. But heading over to Gaslight. One of the nicest things. Oh, I forgot we had D-Dark. I was gonna talk about having Shaman being able to like hit that Balder consistently. Like with just 3 VSs with Shaman will always kill that Balder, but when you have D-Dark, nothing matters, I guess. Convenient that we
nice
have to.
Yeah, I was
Convenient
gonna say the
that we
drop
have to
down.
Gaslight, and there's a charm on the way and a grub on the way too.
And an idol. We got
And an
all
idol.
the yeah.
We're winning here. Yeah, no skips needed in my meme runs. Exactly. I love the Georock pogo in the movement.
This movement.
Gas lit. And when it splits, you quits. Because you don't want to be locked into that Nightmare King Grim troop animation thing that like lasts forever.
It does last such a long time.
I like didn't quit out once because I just wasn't paying attention and I was like, never again. That was horrible.
But yeah, we are gonna be picking up Grimchild like a decent bit earlier than 1XX would be. It's just nice to start the quest early. We can get the Storms Grimkin as we go down to Shade Soul and then go into Waterways.
Grimkin being just like a natural part of your route makes any category that has to handle Grim quests like really satisfying. It's like it's like one of the only instances. It really is the only instance of a fetch quest in this game. So it's neat to like have to do all of your routing around it. Like you wouldn't think in a speedrun that you would be entering the same area more than once if you don't have to, but like you by nature in the Grim quest have to enter cliffs if you consider KP part of cliffs twice, you know? You have to go back to Crystal Peak in this case because we didn't have Dreamnail the first time. It just forces you to do things that you wouldn't normally do in a Hollow Knight speedrun. Like, go through Green Path. Like, it's so rare to actually go through the bottom part of Green Path. Spinach percent for people who just joined. Spinach percent stands for spells, pins, idols, nail, as in nail upgrades, right? All charm hanotches.
The official Team Cherry name, Hanotches.
It makes me wish there was a typo in the game. I feel like, oh, we could do that with Custom Night. We can just change every single instance of the word notch or notches with hanotch.
Yep. Gonna be correct.
I'm gonna do that when I actually finally make a skin, maybe.
When do we pick up raids? I should check the route. Might be now, actually.
Might be.
It's not now.
Ooh, wait, are we don't have soul Shade Soul yet, so these Grimkin are actually really annoying to hit. Like,
Yeah,
nice
luckily
for...
D-Dark does kind of one-shot them if they dive at you.
Yeah. The big question is whether they dive at you. It took a couple attacks for that one to dive at Somni there.
Someone in chat asked, is this a category that was born in a dream? The answer is yes. Shout out to Blossom, who dreamed about specifically May running this in a dream. And the only thing they remembered from the dream is that May went through the Storm's key room. So that's part of the route now.
It has to be.
It has to be. I mean, it would be anyway, but
This
it has to be.
very race has been foretold. It was prophesied.
Prophesized in 2023.
Has it really been that long since this has been?
No, this was only like invented like a few months ago, but the dream
Okay.
happened in 2023.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait, hold on. See, when I have dreams about Hollow Knight speedrunners, usually it's like I see like a Hollow Knight speedrunner randomly in person and then they are mean to me and then I'm like feel awkward in their chat next time I'm in their chat.
Oh,
Hasn't happened in a while, but it has happened before where I was like embarrassed myself in front of a Hollow Knight speedrunner.
alright, that's
It
our
might
second green path trip done. Alright, what are we doing now? Should be storms into the waterways.
Yeah, are we
We're
getting the
staying on
Grimkin
nature.
first? I hate Grimkin first, but again, with D-Dark, I guess it's not bad.
Yeah, this one actually is really annoying without Chase Saw. I love D-Duck.
D-Dark is nice. Did you know it gives you iframes?
That's crazy.
Also, for those asking who it was that I embarrassed myself in front of in a dream, it was Quacksilver. Uh,
It's randomly appeared in chat all of a sudden.
who just entered chat, so... She knew. I would never have an apt entrance. Never. She's not known for these things. So here's May fighting Norman, as opposed to Norman 2, who we saw earlier. Don't ask questions as to why one's Norman 1 and one's Norman 2. There is a reason. It's complicated. I just learned yesterday during Rando Day, someone's comms who I'm like 90% sure they were not memeing. Which was that the reason this guy's called Norman is because the shaman, the snail shaman that gives you Shade Soul up here looks like a character from Psycho. I think.
Is that the reason?
I think so. There's like lore to it, and I never knew it. I thought we just called him Norman.
May having, sorry, Vi having a little bit of issues with that flame.
That
Grimkin
flame's
was not
annoying.
cooperating. Yeah.
Yeah. Quado, what's your least favorite Grimkin? Any level?
I think it has to be that one actually. The Storms one. It's just so bad.
It's so... The thing about the level 1 Grimkin, and I think people think they're easy because they have the least amount of health, but like, the reason that they're so annoying is because they're so small. They're really hard to hit if you don't have like Shaman Shade Soul. So if you're ever fighting them with like just VS or doing D-Dark like these runners are, they're frustrating. And also their RNG will never do what you want them to do, just ever. It's a rule. It's hard-coded into Grimkin.
Oh yeah, the peak one also sucks if you're going with no soul. It's really bad. And also, people in chat said the Hive one. The Hive one's actually fine because it deletes all the enemies in that room. So
Yeah,
it's
the
just a
Hive
Grimkin.
one... The Hive one is fine. People think the Hive one is hard because you have to go through Hive, and in a lot of cases you'll be low on HP by the time you get to it. But I've like rarely, if ever, died to Hive in NKG percent, and if I did, it was like a skill issue on my part, and not like I'd love to blame Hive. I won't. I won't blame Hive. May going through Waterways. Waterways is very annoying. This movement is so frustrating sometimes. If the flukes are not being nice to you, it can be over before it starts sometimes. Yes, and that's another good thing to note is that Grimkin, if you upgrade your nail, like their health scales like massively. So that's just another good reason why our runners are doing Grimkin as early as possible, because once your nail is upgraded, they become much harder to kill with spells. And now it's Fluke's time.
Hopefully we see a clean Dung Defender quick kill from Mayha. The Fluke's Twister one is actually like, it's not too bad. The only bad part about it is the ending, because if you get the great attack, which is the toss, Dung Defender just dies like instantly. But if you get any other attack, it can really slow down the fight. I point this out because it happened during Stinky Percent to me, where I got the setup and then he just like did the dive.
Ooh, nice scream skip. That was clean.
Oh. Sadly, don't get a second scream skip. I actually haven't seen that setup before, so I don't know what the plan was.
I don't know how. I don't know.
That was super cool.
I don't know why he decides to scream sometimes and sometimes he doesn't. I swear, it's like random. I know it has to do with my damage. Vi with a clean Fluke Marm too. That was really nice. But sometimes Dung Defender just does his own thing, and I say, okay, that makes sense. And luckily he's stowing away an idol too, so more eye for our Spinach. Shoutouts to Spinach.
Watch out.
Yeah, it's great because you're knocking out a charm for your charm notches. You get an idol. Okay, going down into basin. Is this where we get our wings, I imagine?
Yep, we are picking up wings, yeah.
We're sure heading that way. I missed it. Did she bench somewhere? Are we going to come back for the, Oh, I guess we have to go to...
Yeah, we're benching here.
We have to go to Abyss later. I'm like, when do we get the Pale Ore, is the question. There's like a lot of things to juggle in this category. What a collectathon. It's like my brain is not... My brain's not built for routing, so I'm just always like, wait, why didn't you get this now? And then I'm like, oh, they gotta come back later. Broken Bridge. Oh, I love when Broken Bridge is kind to people with C-dash. Vi not immediately dashing over that last enemy scared me a little bit, though. I was like, oh no! You passed the broken part of Broken Bridge, now just don't die. That's all I ask.
That is the fastest headbang I've ever seen from Broken Vessel. That was like instant. Crazy. Really clean fight.
You have to do like a lot of damage on him early for that to happen, I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure headbang happens after like a certain threshold of HP. Someone who knows more about the game, make it check me on that, but...
So we will be seeing Loskin here as well. Loskin actually gives more essence than we need. We only need 300.
But there's no extra routing. He's just on the way.
He's just on the way. Actually, I'm gonna check real quick if we get an extra 100 essence for Dream Wielder. I kind of doubt it, but I'm curious.
I don't know where that 100 essence would come from. I mean, I guess you could always do 0, right? But... like, we have no reason to go back to, like, Gorb.
Yeah, looks like it's a no.
Okay. Must be a better charm on a different greener pasture.
Yeah, we only need 25 charms for all the notches. So,
a really nice thing with Lostkin when you have the equipment that these runners have is that you can essentially stun lock them into just constantly you do a bunch of damage, it stuns them into their stagger, and then you're able to, you know, get out of it. Oh, Vi. That scared me a little bit, 1 HP when it was headbanging it again.
I just has to be 1 HP at like all the times possible.
It's like Cyclone's here.
Cyclone's here in spirit.
Cyclone's here in spirit. There's just some runners when I think of having 1 HP, it's like, yep, that's them. It's like Blue, Cyclone, Vi. There's just some people who just they thrive on the edge. Couldn't be me. I see the vignette appear when you're at 1 HP, and that alone is enough to kill me. Yeah, having wings in these grub collecting categories is I don't know if it's not like hard required. I believe you can you get all grubs without wings? Oh, the hive one is just horrible if you do. So I guess not. Really.
You can get all the grubs without wings.
Yeah. It's just not fun to get all the grubs without wings.
Yeah, the only annoying one is the one in Basin, which is called Basin Wings Grub.
Yeah, which may just collected it.
Yeah. There used to be a really annoying shade skip to get that one. More recently, there's a slope ball that was discovered for it, which isn't too bad.
Is that the slope ball I watched you fail like a bunch of times in a row? That one time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was doing it with Shaman when you're not supposed to have Shaman. Maybe the other way around. Yeah, it was rough.
It's really easy. Didn't I see you skill issue it? Yeah.
Yeah. We can ignore that.
It's time for Peaks Trip Volume 2. Like we said earlier, now with wings, we're able to just C-dash across Dirtmouth here to get into Peak without the elevator, because you can just wings above the elevator and get in that way. It's real nice. And the grub, there is a grub. The Grimkin's on the way as well. The multiple G's. Sadly, there's no G's in Spinach. Otherwise, we would gaslight Gatekeep and Girl Boss, I'm sure.
I just Greenwich. I just have that that thought. I mean,
it's the Grinch category.
Grinch. Guys, we gotta replace the spells. We gotta replace the spells with the grubs. This is way better.
You have to have a Santa skin on while you're going through everything too. It's like hard required because you're the Grinch. If your skin is not Christmassy enough, you're not allowed. You'll never fool the people of Whoville that way. Can we have a Grinch race on Christmas? I think we need to make that happen.
I wonder if we actually pick up defocus here. It's kind of out the way. So maybe not.
Yeah, maybe not. If they didn't bench,
slow one.
I don't think so. Yeah, so obviously we gotta go to Crown because Crown has first a grub, which we're getting, but Crown has a pale ore, and that's hard required. This is like really testing my happy couple knowledge. It's been a while. Now that I think about it, I'm like trying to remember if the last time I ran Happy Couple, I was just so far behind that I did Purity instead. Wait, did the mimics actually give you soul if you dream nail them while they're still in the jar? I don't think I ever knew that.
Yeah, it's kind of a niche thing because grubs don't, but mimics are kind of enemies, so.
Yeah, they do. I knew about the trick casually where you could tell if something's a mimic by its dream nail dialogue being different. Grubs will be thinking like home or something really sweet like that, and mimics will be like kill, hunger, feed.
Okay, we are getting deep focus. I mean, some might call that sweet as well, you know. It's a matter of perspective.
Sorry, I'm laughing at Grubs, Ropes, Idols, No Crystal Guardian. What?
No crystal guardian.
What are ropes? Is it like going around in like green path and hitting all the
like
vines?
the vines.
It's the closest thing this game has to ropes. Unless you count the chains that THK is tied up in, and I'm not beating the game. I don't know about you guys. Not in my meme categories. Oh yeah, I guess the chandelier's on a rope. Oh, we are getting deep focus. Oh, May
Yep.
with some tech for this? Deep
Love
focus
deep focus
cycles
cycle.
were not meant to be given names.
So 1 HP isn't the most comfy HP going into Crown here.
No. Crown's scary even on 2 HP because you can be easily hit by an enemy into spikes, which we call the wombo combo. You don't want to be wombo comboed, generally speaking.
No one wants to be wombo comboed.
No.
Did May forget to upgrade Grim Child? Or did I miss that? I guess we'll find out very soon.
I don't know. I was watching Vi's crown movement.
It's gonna be kind of awkward when we go into
what does
KP and
child
Grim.
look like? Oh, that's a... No, that's an upgrade.
That's
a baby child, isn't it?
Yeah, that looks pretty baby to me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wait. Yeah, there's...
May. May realize.
That is
we got perfect content.
That is a Stevie, not a Steve.
Exactly.
And that was the problem.
Nick knows the Grim Child, the Grim Children.
Yeah. So yeah, in regards to naming enemies and other things in the game, I was once running NKG% in front of like one of my IRL acquaintances, and he was like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Oh, I'm running this category. I need to upgrade this little baby, make it a big baby, and then kill his dad." And he was like, "Does the baby have a name?" And I was like, "Well, it's Grimchild." And he was like, "He looks like a Steven. You should call him Steven." And I'm like, "That's interesting, but he has like multiple different forms." And so we named the forms of the levels of Grimchild Stevie, Steve, Steven, and Stefan. Is that all the levels, or is there one more? Am I like...
No, you got them, yeah.
Yeah, so Stevie, Steve, Steven, and Stefan is what I call Grimchild. So now that May has Steve, excuse me, Steven is later.
Also, that was a nice double that May just got.
Love doubles in this economy.
Yeah, it really sucks to miss the doubles in those guys, because if you need a farm soul, it's
Alright, Vi,
bad.
please pick up. Okay, Vi is upgrading Stevie to Steve, so that's good.
I remembers.
The Rememberer.
The Rememberer. Not the Forgetter.
Oh, missing the grub because the infection shenanigans.
God.
That explosion could have killed May.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
She's
it's like
2 HP.
I framing through an explosion at 2 HP is kind of fun.
Infected Crossroads sure does do that, huh?
We're gonna be seeing the another notch, our 6th one, I believe. Luckily the skip for this one it's an acid skip, but with wings it's a lot easier than the ACN version of it.
I can't even fathom going for this acid skip, like this just little acid skip with wings, as opposed to doing the C-dash version. Like, I recognize that it's faster to set up there, but couldn't be me. Yeah, that's way better with wings than it is with,
Yeah.
It's like you'd barely call it a skip, even. Like, almost intentional. Okay, Vi not getting trolled by Infected Crossroads for that grub. You love to see it. Why are we in archives? Just for the bench?
Archives bench stack.
Okay.
I love archives bench stack.
I was
so
just
we want
like...
to get a yeah.
Okay. I was scared because Umu scares me, so I'm like, wait, why?
Setting a
We don't
backpack.
complete the game here. I just talked about how I don't complete the game. It's
Shout
like
out
the
to
last
Siggy
thing
just
I
meant
do.
that gets all the 3 dreamers and doesn't beat the game.
It's like the perfect, like screw you to any completion category. The other thing about Boom Room, which is the colloquial name for this Charm Notch room, that's just great, is if you have dive at all, just being able to dive through all of the explosions and have iframes for it is so comfy. When you don't have dive in like a rando or something, you feel it.
There's
May
actually
absolutely. Sorry, go.
if you don't have dive there, what you can do is inventory drop through um, the area where you normally dive.
Okay.
What will happen is you'll take 2 damage, but you'll knockback cancel and just fall through and only take 2 damage.
Yeah, having the knockback cancel is nice. May absolutely obliterated the squits. Like they just were gone. They appeared and then they died instantly.
But yeah, Archive Spinach is just so we can get wraiths on the way to, I believe, Deepness next trip.
Oh, Deep Nest is fun. So Deep Nest is where May said she's been cooking.
Cooking some darkroom tech.
Yeah, she's been cooking some darkroom tech where she was just like, it's really nice, it's frame perfect, and I was like, why? If you get a frame perfect wings repress, you're able to go up here without a pogo. Okay. Pop off, I guess. Queen behavior, honestly. I love when you're able to hit like 3 squits at once with a Shade Soul. It's just, I can hear them dying and it makes me happy.
I love Shade Soul.
That's my charm. It's not a charm, it's a spell. This category should teach me that.
They're all part of the spinach plan.
I realize now that I could have stood for Ismas, but I'm really happy it doesn't.
That'd be so much more boring than idols.
It really would. It's like how the paste bin for spinach mentions that the last 3 letters of it should stand for like all charms hornets. Meaning it's Lubra's blessing and then you get like Hornet 1 and Hornet 2. But that's so much less fun and less funny than all charm hnotches.
So the first iteration of this category actually got all stags instead of all spells. But it turns out all stags is just a bad category. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
All
all
spells
stags
is
is not a
neat.
bad category on itself, but adding it to this is not fun.
Having
But yeah,
to get
spells is
all of the spells is interesting because it's like an all skills moment in an existing collectathon. And it's just kind of nice. You don't need to be like, okay, what am I cutting out for damage? The spells are your damage, you know that. And but you're also getting all the nail upgrades. You just get all the damage, actually.
Yeah. Getting Streaker is really nice, especially for Grim as well.
It's actually because it's actually called Spinach percent because you're actually just getting insanely strong. And like Popeye the Sailor, and that's why it's called Spinach.
So I guess Nosk time.
Nosk, my beloved, but they have wings, which makes Nosk a little bit better because when Nosk goes in the ceiling, at least you can still hit them.
We also have Fluke Shaman, which kind of melts Nosk actually.
Oh yeah, that melts them. Get melted. Oh, Vi on 1 HP. No funny damage tanks here.
Yeah, I imagine that I will play this quite safe. Hopefully.
Yeah. You would hope. Oh god, I was scared. I was scared that she was gonna go another time.
I mean, you can make this cycle, but it's a little scary.
See, I feel like spinach percent could be all damage upgrades if it really was an all charms, because then you would have every charm that could get you damage as well as all of the spells and the nail upgrades. But again, that's just less fun than all charm notches. Goodbye,
See how
Nox.
Nosk dies really fast.
I like when Nosk just decides to die.
Yeah. Also, like, no ceilings, which is great. The attack where Nosk like charges at you is actually really good for flukes because you can get lots of multis.
We love multis. I remember Nosk being one of the first latest patch flukes kills that people were like labbing back when they were like, actually flukes on current patch are goated. And I was like, what do you mean by that?
We opened our eyes.
And we opened our eyes. It took me a long time and to accept the fluke invasion question mark. What do you call that?
Flukening.
The flukening. If I'm being honest, I just didn't like Fluke Marm casually. I probably died more to Fluke Marm than most other bosses in this game casually. Which is like really embarrassing to say, I think. But it's true. Vi got
ceiling.
a ceiling.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. Vi, you have wings. Oh, are they gonna do it again? They better fucking not. No, again.
I think you jinxed it. I think a Wraith would actually kill her. I think Vi knows that you can slash Nosk in the ceiling.
Oh, no, it wouldn't have. The flukes didn't, so. Oh my gosh.
Oh, this is actually quite fun what we're seeing from me. Doing a Nosk arena but not saving Nosk. Sorry, Zod arena but not saving Zod.
Yeah, screw that guy.
Yeah, screw that guy, just the idol.
Wait. We didn't get Vengefly King, so it's not like Nosk, or I'm gonna say Nosk now too. Zod is there.
Actually, so you can actually escape the Zod arena with wings. And I think that should be faster. I think Mage didn't know about it. New tech.
New tech alert.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, Zod's not even there, actually. We never saved Zod.
Yeah, Zod is dead, sadly. We don't get to confirm the kill, but I will say that we just in news from Green Path. Zod found dead in front of the mandibles of a Vengefly King, aged 2 months, probably because he's a bug, so he's probably not that old. Does his precepts confirm his age? I think it just confirms that he has mommy issues, so I don't know if it confirms his age. F's in chat for Zod, he's dead.
Alright, so we should be seeing some fun dark rooms on May's stream now.
I want the frame perfect repress that she was talking about. Now that she mentioned it, I'm like, let's see it.
I can't believe she found that. I was just like, whoa, crazy movement tech. It's funny because it's probably like really hard to do like in the light, yeah, with lantern. I mean, it's like, yeah, let me do it in the dark.
Yeah. And like the thing with like having frame perfect represses and stuff is Hollow Knight is not kind when it comes to input buffering at all. Like the only thing that the game buffers is dashes, I believe, so it's just doing anything frame perfect is kind of difficult.
There you go. Yeah. This is the jump that you can get up to the top of this room with, but it's really hard.
Come on, May.
May's going for it.
I love the committing to it is what makes it good.
You gotta commit to these things. Like it's content, right?
Oh, there it is. You got it.
Oh, I think we dashed the wrong way after getting it. That's actually. Oh, at least we saw it.
We saw it. She did the frame perfect press, which is important.
Yes, on this patch you need to go all the way around to get this grub, which is a little annoying. So we gotta get to the top of the room, get the grub, then get Weaver Song.
Weaver Song.
That's being annoying too.
Not actually, but it's probably my favorite just in regards to they're little fellas and they're a little hyperactive. And they could be even more hyperactive with Sprint Master. So, it's like giving them coffee.
I don't think I knew about that interaction.
Oh yeah. So, uh, they got an interaction. They like jump higher, and they move faster with They jump higher and they move faster with Sprint Master. So it actually is in some situations, like if you bring them into Radiance in like a rando or something like that, they're not going to be able to hit Radiance at all because they just fall and Radiance is just suspended in the air. But like if they have Sprint Master, they have a chance of hitting her a little bit.
I realized you could buff the babies like this.
Yeah, you can buff the babies and they can give you soul if you're wearing Grub Song, and that's actually how I beat Beast Den. Devout's terrified me casually, so I just brought in Weaverlings with Grub Song, and they collected soul for me. Now we're getting the basin ore as Vi's doing
Sadly
Dark Rooms.
dunking in the big room.
No.
Hopefully she makes it through. Getting one dunk is actually pretty scary because then a lot of the floors are opened up. It's a lot easier to dunk in spikes.
Floors open up is annoying, and then if anyone doesn't know, the way the game tries to handle the fact that you shouldn't be in dark rooms and tries to make things better for you casually is by like getting rid of all of the normal hazard respawns and instead putting you at the front of the room if you make a mistake. So it's like at least it's the same movement, but you know, having the difference in it wastes a lot of time because you go right to the beginning of the room and the spikes opened up is annoying.
But it does make it through though. And that is how darkness done.
See, that's another reason to not Oh, it's another reason to not beat the game, is just only having to do darkness for a Grubs and Weaver song. Shoutouts to Vex, we're in Hive.
So now we're doing our edge strip and we start with Hive.
Having wings in Hive makes it better, I hear.
I guess the Grub is worth it. The Grub feels quite out of the way to me, but I guess we can't skip the money.
Oh yeah, I was like sitting here thinking it's for the Grimkin, but we're not. This isn't an NKG category.
Yeah.
We just need we just need the first 6 Grimkin. So
yeah, actually it makes sense because we want to skip 3 Collector and 3 QG, and then there's only 2 left after that, and we obviously skipped Beast and Grub. So I don't know what the last one is. It's probably some other.
It's really
low Grub.
It is really interesting to just go through Hive for Hive internal Grub because, like, honestly, I find Hive movement to be satisfying. I know I'm one of, like, 3 runners that thinks it's satisfying, but it's kind of nice to go through so much of Hive just to get up here and be safe, because then you don't have to deal with, like, the big bees down below, like, if you were getting the Mask Shard and if you were getting Hive Blood.
I also gets the nice, movement tech in the Hive Grub room, where you jump on some walls that are quite hidden with the sprites. But yeah, it's really nice movement.
I love When Hive.
I love When Hive. But yeah, we're gonna be heading up to Hollows now with some Grub detours first.
Oh, Grub detours, and I don't know if I should call it my favorite idol in the game or my least favorite idol in the game. It's kind of both.
I think it's the idol of all time.
It's the idol of all time. Oh, this is a fun, like, acid skip, just, like, using wings to get through, to get Hive external. It's, like, kind of simple, but I think it was probably the first acid skip I ever learned. It's just neat.
Interesting that we get that one first. I would have thought getting second Hive Grub would be better on the trip into Edge.
Yeah, don't get hormped.
Okay, hormped.
Lack of horn. See, that's another thing that H could have stood for, because doesn't hormp start with H and not anything else, or does it start with W or something?
It does start
like
with
that?
H, yeah. Womp.
Should pick up Hive Blood for fun. That's another. It could be the H. I'll charm Hive Blood.
I actually think we skip Aura Grub as the last one that I was thinking of. And I'm actually more surprised that Aura Grub is slower than
Then Hive Internal.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It is strange to go to Hive just for Hive Internal. Like it. Yeah. Do we get Isma's grub? And then like, okay, we're just gonna get Isma's on the way out. Because I assume there's no. No, we're just save quitting.
We don't need
Lots of Ismas.
I mean, there's only one more. There's only one more skip in this category, and it's actually ACN skip, which can you do? You can do with wings. So yeah.
Yeah, you can do like the true ending variation of it.
Yeah. And he's like, which charms should I equip? Yeah, you want Child on here, for the Ninja Edge Flame.
Yeah, I think this category is a testament to the we need Silk Song of it all. I like how meme runners are like, I like the idea of collecting things like you would in a 1xx category, but I don't want to get everything. I'm gonna create an arbitrary group of things to collect, and I'm gonna collect them.
See, meme runs it's less like that. It's like, I can make this category where I just do the things I want to do in this game.
Well, it's like almost exactly what, 3 years ago? Yeah. Almost exactly 3 years ago, I ran what I call 2 of everything %, because it was February 22nd, 2022, and it was a Tuesday. So I got 2 of basically everything in the game that you can obtain 2 of. And sadly, my time was not 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 22 seconds, and I should have paused. I should have just waited until my timer reached that, but I was so tired, I was just done. But like, that was so much fun to just get 2 of everything.
An iconic Nyx moment.
Speaking of 2s, Hornet 2.
Hornet 2. Alright, I've heard word that Nerf is gonna announce Silk Song at the end of tomorrow, so
yes, everyone. Only if the boomers win the relay is Nerf gonna announce Silk Song.
I got vibes being stubborn and not picking up business here.
Hornet 2 is not the sequel to Hornet, it's the squeakquel. Thank you for... I'm sorry, I keep making references to... shoutouts to everyone who was around for the Suburko race, and whatever happens when you put Vex and Kuro on comms at the same time. Because that was an experience.
Only good things happen.
Hornet 2 really just melts when you actually have damage.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that not happening later today.
Yeah, if you want to see Hornet 2 when you don't have damage, Ghostbusters later tonight. Quado will be running, I'll still be yapping, it'll be a great time. It's also so nice that we have to get so many things in Edge anyway, so we can just pass by this Grimkin. This Grimkin is one of the annoying ones in like NKG %, because you do have to go out of your way for it. Like, it's quick to go out of your way for it, but you go to Edge for only that Grimkin and nothing else.
Yeah. No optimal routing there.
It's so weird to see people actually use wings to get through wings accessible areas of the game instead of...
Yeah, where's our Aspid skips?
Yeah, come on. It's a showcase. We gotta do the Aspid skips to flex or something, even though it's slower.
I got in the plan though, I went for the Aspid skip and I got like the perfect setup, but then I just didn't have left claw, so I just completely failed at the end. It was great.
I love that. No, not B. Okay, I stutter on words that have like an S in it, like
We bully Nix enough for this
historically.
already. Historically, phonics.
No, we were talking about how I was the first to run GGG, right? And this was literally when this happened. In my first run of GGG, when I gaslit, and as I hit the lantern, I went, when it splits, it quits. But I couldn't say when it splits, it quits. And I said, when it squits, it split, I sit, I shit at, when it splits.
It's so hard to say. I
It's so
can't
hard
believe
to
they
say.
invented this tongue twister.
Oh,
Oh,
and shoutouts to,
look, yeah, I was gonna say
okay,
this great
this is,
hopper idol.
this great hopper, his name is Adam. And there's lore to that one too. And I swear, I keep accidentally calming categories that go to that idol, and I feel like one of these days the real life Adam is going to watch and be like, oh no, it's me.
uh,
Adam, if you're watching this, why'd you get into Hollow Knight? The story behind the Great Hopper that's hoarding the idol before Coliseum is we named it Adam because Vex was mad at it and said, I need a real jerk name for that Great Hopper, and I said Adam because I have an ex named Adam, so we don't like Adam.
that was me talking to a little fool and forgetting to actually activate Color One.
That's I feel like I've
There's a
done
mood.
that before. I feel like I've tried to go over to Kala One sign without talking to Little Fool like
Yeah,
many times.
it should just work, you know.
Should just work. Vi getting sniped by Primal Aspects, you hate to see it. Why do they aim so good? They gotta be like stormtroopers, you know?
What charms we have on for this? I imagine it's just it looks like just Shaman Twister.
I think Shaman Twister. Runners,
Yeah.
if you can hear us, open your inventory between waves. Maybe May being bullied. May, don't open your inventory and please survive. That's more important.
I mean, we're definitely not overcharmed because they would have died there.
Yeah. I feel like this is just a testament to the most difficult attack that any Hollow Knight enemy has, and that is the ability to walk into it. Anyways, say hi to Adam again. Hi, Adam.
Adam being kind of nice there, actually.
Yeah, Adam was actually a little nice there, but you gotta watch out. Sometimes Adam is nice. Bye. Don't scare.
Well, look, the spirit of Cyclone is with us.
Sometimes Adam will be nice to you, and then the next time you see him, he's like, why won't you take me back? I can't believe you're with this guy instead of me. And then you can't trust him. You can't trust Adam. That's the whole point. You don't need to say poor Nix. I am such a boomer. It's been so long since we originally named Adam that I've been in no contact with him for like 3 years. It's been so amazing. Oh, Kalos. I find Kalos with this amount of equipment to be rather fun when you're not, like, granted we're not doing Kalo 3, which is the hard one, but Kalo 2 is like it's nothing to laugh at. It is a pretty serious gauntlet.
Yeah, 5 HP Shade Soul colors are like the best colors, actually.
They're a lot of fun. And
Nail Zero specifically as well.
Yeah, like I was just going to say, it's still interesting that we haven't upgraded our nail, but we get a pale ore from here, so it's like, why go to Nailsmith twice when one Nailsmith do trick?
Yeah, it's always funny doing colors of Nail Zero in a category where you get Nail 4, but you do the same thing in Happy Couple too.
Yeah. Yeah, Happy Couple especially, it's just like, let me get...
So actually, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know if the current route gets Nail 1 or not. When I ran it, we got early Nail 1, but easily could have changed by now.
I have no
You know,
idea.
DG Color 1, meh.
Did you color one
Now
and
we get
another charm notch?
Notch. Now we do Color 2 for the Pale Ore.
What's your drink of choice, Nix Quado? I'm currently rocking. Maybe I shouldn't say that I'm currently rocking. My favorite drink is Fireball and Coke. But I'm totally not currently rocking. I totally calm without drinking.
Yeah, I believe you. I'm not gonna lie, Sylvie, I've been super into smoothies recently. I know it's pretty basic, but
what kind of smoothie?
um, usually just like I put like frozen berries, like banana, protein, sometimes
Nice.
nuts and yogurt and milk, and yeah.
I love a good strawberry banana smoothie. Like that, those make me very happy. Though I tried making one myself and then I broke my blender, so
Oh, well,
yeah,
Chris
it was
just
an
said
old blender.
a new blender. Hell yeah.
If anyone knows how to make a strawberry banana smoothie in a way that I won't screw it up, you gotta remember I'm bad at everything I try to do. So if you have it, send it my way. I'm Dragon_Nix on just about everything. Hit me up. Yeah, it's really hard to hear about Fireball without thinking about either the Pitbull song or the Hollow Knight Vengeful Spirit spell. But
Like how it's
that's
called
why
Fireball. Crazy.
it's funny because when I played the game, I never thought of Vengeful Spirit as a fireball.
Neither did I.
Yeah, it like never. I never thought of it that way, and I don't know what I
Granted,
would
I
have
never
called
used it anyway, but yeah.
Well, what casual uses spells?
I used dive. Once I worked out dive at iframes, I used the hell of that.
Oh,
Hell
shout outs
of
to the
that.
Hollow Knight wiki for having on the article on Watcher Nights that Descending Dark gives you iframes because that saved
It really
me.
does.
Yeah.
You looked at
Chat,
the
did
wiki and you
know?
saw that and you were like, alright, I can beat this now.
It was hilarious because I was struggling for them on them for like a full day, and then I looked it up and I learned about the chandelier and about iframes in Desolate Dive, and I think I beat them next try.
Oh wow.
It was like, oh, I was doing this the hard way. The Great Hoppers, when you don't have soul in like Kalos, they're kind of fun to farm soul off of, but they take one hit too long to die, in my opinion. Whoa!
What if Wraiths is good?
I did not know that if you pogoed right on top of a mimic, it just kind of freaks out like that.
I mean, what can it do? It can't climb stairs. It can't jump. Actually, I guess the mimics in the game can climb stairs.
Yeah, they can. They can climb up walls because they beat you like that.
Sometimes they can even go through spikes, which is kind of terrifying.
It's like mimics and like the lower half of the flukes that split into two halves. They just kind of follow you everywhere, and it really scares me. I love Calo 2 pseudo floorless. It's like so comfy compared to Calo 3 floorless. Like shoutouts to those guys that have a lot of HP that you can just kind of pogo on top of until you have enough soul to handle the rest of floorless. I don't know what they're called. The
Flying guys. Yeah, I don't know the names of things.
You don't know the names of things. You still refer to like the titular boss of speedruns that you run, and you say, "I hate this boss," as opposed to saying the name.
Or is this boss? Doesn't deserve a name. I was thinking though, our runners actually have raids set. I wonder if it's any good during colors.
I doubt it when you have the black spells. I mean, Vi used it to kill or May used wraiths to kill the Vengefly King in Call 1.
Oh yeah.
But I don't think I would have thought of that one necessarily. They're called Winged Fools. Thank you, Noodles, for knowing the game.
Yeah, thank you. I actually did end up learning a few of the names through General Random.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Oh, I just lump all the color ones together when I do that one. I'm just like, yeah, if I just do color 3, I get like all of them.
I feel like I studied the Hunter's Journal before Hollow Knight Jeopardy and then promptly forgot everything else, so... I don't think it helped me either. I forgot the name of Marbu, so I don't think it helped me.
Oh, that's rough. The annoying one.
The annoying one. My favorite enemy is Boom. I don't even know what enemy that is. My favorite is Wah 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 Wah.
Is Vex talking about like the bellflies? Like,
Yeah, Bellfly is the only thing that I can think of that. But
nice.
there's gotta be something else. A
Good,
Bellfly, okay.
good at Blobbles from Maida.
Oh,
No, they're
nice.
dying today.
Blobbles are like oddly a very tough final boss for Colo 2 when you have this level of equipment. You can just be overwhelmed really quickly if you don't kill them fast enough, and then they get out of sync with each other. And then you'll just end up on like low HP for when one does die and the other one's just going hyper mode and you're like, ah, I'm scared.
Oh, I almost forgot about this idol actually. The Pale Lurker one.
I was like, why are we going to Pale Lurker? We don't need a key, but yeah, that tracks. Vi, be careful. No! I'm not gonna speak on Vi anymore. Because
I'll
that's...
jinx Vi. I'm gonna comms Gus. Oh.
Oh my god, oh. The
rough,
armored
actually.
squits. I know that those are called armored squits. Because they're squits with armor. Ooh,
They
nice
are
like hit on
armor.
all of them.
Yeah. That was a good
clutch.
save. Okay, luckily in this part you can play it kind of slow and get some health up.
Yeah, the nice thing about the battle obbles is... why do I know their names? See, like, I know half the names. The nice thing about the battle obbles is that they, like, only shoot diagonally, so it's real... They're a little annoying when they're off your screen and you can't really see where they are, but you know if there's one right next to you that you're just safe.
Yeah. It's also a benefit and a con that they have so much HP. Like, you can farm so off of them well, but also they take forever to die.
It's like really difficult to fight them optimally. You know, you really have to go
when
in there with good health.
When they hang up on the ceiling, it's so annoying because you want to attack them from like
the
left
side
or like the right, even on the side, but you just get hit by the diagonal.
It gets so much easier in this phase when they're all like squished down into one little space for you. I do need to do more Hunter's Journal, but if I memorize more things, Vex, it means that I'm gonna forget like 5 digits of pi or possibly my social security number. So like I can't risk that. All right, let's get
I never really played the
doubles.
Hunter's Journal game. I wasn't good at it.
I'm really good at the Pokemon Wordle, dude.
I'm sure you are.
The trick is you start with a Pokemon that is dual normal water type around Gen 4-5. That gives you a really good place to start. That's the trick for Squirtle. And so Bibarel is a really good one. Because water and normal are both very common types, and Gen 4 and 5 is like right in the middle of where Pokemon are. These are the strats.
But yeah, GG Colo 2 for Vi. And we do see May going through city, just saving a few more grubs now. May got the classic when you dive on a Great Ass Sentry and it just puts you on his face.
On its face?
Yeah.
Yeah, because the hitbox is just big enough for you to stand on. I don't know this because we don't have volume and whatever. The whole thing where Lurker just screams in your face and it's really loud, was that fixed on 1.5 like the Dreamgrass was, or is that still broken?
It is fixed, yeah. People still think it's not fixed. And people will go like, oh...
volume warning.
Yeah.
It was like,
volume warning is necessary anymore.
It was kind of the biggest offender of the volume glider slitch.
It was so loud.
I said volume glider slitch.
I mean, that's basically what it is. But
retire.
There was a time during Rando where like if your teammate did Pale Lurker, you would also hear like the scream. It's really funny.
Actually, Noodles, we can talk. I believe there's a way for you to monitor audio in in OBS, but it would require you to essentially mute the streams as a restreamer so that you're not hearing double. But you can monitor your audio in OBS and then probably share it with us. That'd probably be the way to do it.
I don't know if you do like the projector thing, and then
Oh, the projector could do it, I guess.
when I do that, it breaks my computer. So yeah.
Is that why I kept I think I was doing a windowed projector of like me sharing playing Balatro with my friends, and my graphics card kept like
You
dying.
computers do not like the window projector thing in OBS.
Yeah. They're fine when it's like Pokemon and it's like my capture card, but it hates Balatro. It's like, no, you're not allowed to play the gambling game that isn't gambling. Dropping into Abyss. Ooh, that's a nice D-Dark. Well-placed D-Dark.
Yeah, all we need in Abyss is actually just the shriek. So we now have all the spells.
Wow, so you mean we get to
yes,
actually
yeah.
save quit out of Abyss?
That'd be crazy.
That'd be nuts. Good thing this isn't all eggs.
What's funny is there are actually a few moments where you can quit out way sooner than you think. And Abyss Shriek is one of them. You can actually pause as soon as you get the spell. Same with Wraiths as well. I think with Wraiths, yeah. Actually, no, Wraiths is not. But Streak and D-Duck are exceptions to that.
I love being able to quit out real nice and easy. Perhaps my favorite drink shouldn't be Fireball and Coke.
Yeah.
I'm happy it's meme day. I'm celebrating.
We get a lot of Geo from Grubs actually.
Vi almost got sniped by that Rava.
I know. 1 HP Queen once again.
This is just one of those like go shopping categories where you just have like a little mall trip to get a bunch of charms and Hanaches all at once.
Yep.
Very kind of Godfather to give you
drops now.
Yippee! Oh wait, I gotta do the way. Whoa! Way! Whoa! See, we have no way of knowing which stream has the audio, so it could just be double whoa, but I have no idea.
I still love people like freaking out when they get like 10 waves in a row. It's like that's worth celebrating, you know.
Is it just a 50-50 or whether he says Hui or Hua?
I think it's just a 50-50, yeah.
So it's like Baldur Spitz. So yeah, double Huis. See, if Grubfather and I sync on Huis or Huahas, then it's a sign. Hui! Waha! Waha! Hui!
I'm so curious you're getting these right. I bet you went over 5 then.
What's the over-under of getting the Huis and Wahas correct?
Oh, is it Grim time?
Grim time. I love that Elderbug is just so scared of these theater kids that came to town. He's just so scared of them. He's
like, what are they doing?
What are these kids doing on my lawn?
He won't even accept the flower. He has to point out that the...
Oh, he has to point out they're there? He won't accept the flower?
Yeah.
But actually triggers the end of the run. What's the last thing they get? Probably the nail upgrade?
It's either nail upgrade or all the notches, the Salubra notches specifically.
So this could end on killing the nailsmith is what I'm hearing.
Actually, I think it ends on Grim, actually. Hold on. It might end
Oh,
in
that's
nails,
right.
though.
We have to get the pins.
Yeah, no, yeah, the pins. It takes so long to buy them.
They're so
'Cause, like,
expensive.
yeah, it does end on nail 4. Yep.
She just has such a big shop menu because you just don't talk to Cornifer anywhere else. So like you're not picking up the maps. You have to scroll past all of the maps every single time.
Yeah,
Oh wait,
it's all
sorry.
on the map.
We're back on. Way.
Oh yes.
Way. Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah,
I'm
just 'cause
stealing
I've been through
Kuroshuk.
more
Way.
transitions, probably.
Way.
Actually, no, that's not even true.
Whoa. Way. Okay, we can actually commentate something now.
But yeah, May's gonna be doing the second resting ground strip
put
is
out
for
from Apollo
a
2
couple
to
of
equip
charms
Dash Master
and
sooner,
one charm,
and
one
it's
idol,
faster
and
in
then
general, I think,
the flame
because
as
you
well.
have to go down past the bench anyway.
And then we'll be ready to do Sluber and Grim probably.
Alright, now I get this here.
Oh yeah, I guess it would make sense to upgrade your nail for Grim, huh?
Oh, no.
NKG% brain is too strong, huh?
You actually don't. So you actually want nail 0 for Grim because he does scale.
Oh, he does scale? I thought it was just
Yeah.
the one pin, not him. Okay.
I believe he scales too, yeah.
Well, according to the paste bin you sent me, you get... no, yeah, you do get Troop Master Grim and then Nail 4. Okay, don't mind me. I'm... fine.
I believe you.
You swapped to Vi audio just for the Hueys and Wahas? I feel like... I don't know if I feel honored or betrayed.
Oh, I like this routing actually. Going through Blue Lake once again for Salupra, part 2.
Valley. Getting to see Blue Lake this many times is honestly kind of like only from this direction too, because we didn't shade skip. We got dive to get Dream Nail, so
Any category that visits Blue Lake twice is a good category. Also, shout out to Vi doing like the quickest chime menu right now to buy.
Oh, whoa.
Yeah,
that's what we call shoptimization right there.
Yeah, I know she's mashing right now.
I love when girls mash.
Alright, I think it's Grim time now.
Grim.
Now that we have 10 notches, and since we do have Shriek, you can actually do a quick kill with like Grub Song. We'll see if May goes for that.
Yep, Grub Song.
Do in fact have the correct charm loadout.
Charm notches.
Charm notches.
I find it interesting. I don't know if this is just because of like our different regional accents, but I'm choosing to put a phlegm in notches, and you're like notches. Like, you're very chill about it, and I'm like.
Yeah, I don't take it too seriously. I'm just like, yeah, it's a notches, you know.
Notches.
Notches.
Notches. Not like notches. I'm assuming you have to get him to bubble before you can actually do the kill you were talking about.
Yeah. Me and Vi are actually trying to test this and trying to get a kill without a stagger, but we can manage to do it.
I, to this day, don't understand Grim and how his HP works and stuff, and I know that people are like, Grim's all about counting, and I ran NKG% and I'm like, I don't understand him. I just try to live.
Sadly, this is about counting. Yeah. Sadly, May didn't really get the quick kill.
Yeah. That's fine, though. He's doing good on the soul collection during the stagger, so as soon as he's out of the bubble, kill again. Back in the bubble, I guess.
Yeah, where is Vi going? Vi's not doing the base crowning.
Vi is doing the resting ground stuff now? Question mark? Getting the
Oh, we forgot the child. We left it.
Oh,
We left it in the car. No.
We left child in the car. No.
I missed that. So both runners had their child mishaps in this run, in this race.
Both runners are irresponsible parents today
Yeah.
for getting child in the car. I gotta say, the stage of Grimchild, Steven, after Troopmaster Grim, is the creepiest charm design, in my opinion. The way the eyes are just like kind of glowing scares me. He looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's, you know? And I hate Five Nights at Freddy's. Don't look at my SRC page.
I would have thought it's not faster to go storms, yeah.
Wait, where are we going? You would think... I feel like I'm missing something if they're going storerooms. Did they not get King Station stuff?
I think they did get kings, but maybe it's slower if you don't have shortcuts open or something. I don't know.
I don't know. I would think with C-Dash, Kings would be faster. How do you go to Nail 4 in Happy Couple? Oh, that's an elevator squeeze? Oh, that's so neat.
Yeah, in Happy Couple you go from King Station.
That's what I thought. Alright, well, we won't have 154 Geo, please, but we're selling to Lem again, getting use out of all of the idols we're forced to pick up in this category.
Alright, it's Vi's turn to... Oh, May's gonna be actually short. Oh no, I mean she's not gonna be short Geo, she has to sell. One of the two seals. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
Vi's turn to do Grim.
7,000? Is it just 7,000 plain
50.
to get?
7,050 to get
And
full
50.
floor.
Okay.
Yep.
I knew it was about 7,000, but I couldn't remember. Oh, Vi forcing the bats move is real goated. If you like dash towards Grim while he's about to do the uppercut attack, you can kind of goad him into backing up and doing bats instead, which is easier to double. And this is like, you can do it with NKG as well, and it's like how you avoid what we call war crimes.
I will take credit for that one. I actually taught Vi that one. I'm gonna say I taught her.
Good.
That one a
Good.
couple days ago.
The master at work.
Oh.
That
was so
close.
risky. Good
But
job
that
by
was-
getting the quick kill.
Good quick kill.
Yeah, it's much riskier to go for a 4 HP compared to 5 because you basically guarantee ending the fight at 1 HP and
Yeah, but it's a good thing she defeated him because things were looking grim.
it's really GG May by the way.
GG May, yes.
Um,
Yippee.
And yeah, if you die after the fight, the boss does not count as dead, so good thing we didn't see that.
Yay. Wow, look at all those charm notches.
So many charm notches. Oh, the Sprint Master Dash Master tech.
Beautiful.
Such optimization. I think we lost all the time saved by spending 3 years in the charm menu or the stag menu.
Sometimes you spend 3 years in the stag menu because there's a lot of stag stations. The map is kind of oriented in a strange way, and I don't read simplified Chinese, so it's.
I think Vi actually can read it, so that's even funnier.
Maybe that's where the time loss is, actually reading it instead of just going off of vibes.
True.
Because I stag on vibes. I don't even try to like know where I'm going. I don't do 2 up, 1 down. I don't just look at where the cursor's going. I stag on vibes alone.
I'll say May did not kill the nailsmith.
I'm wondering if May's going back to
Yeah, but I
the
think
happy
May
couple.
I think May has another plan.
May has another plan. Mila lovers, avert your eyes. Wait, will Child get the kill?
I think Sung will get the kill here. I noticed May did equip Splash Room, which was quite funny.
No, Child's gonna get the kill.
No, not the
She's gonna let
Splash Room.
Child do it. Oh no, she
Well,
got it. Rest in
we're teaching
peace,
the child
Milo.
to hunt.
Sorry, Aggie, you're gonna be sad, I think. The fact that she's looking down at her body like, oh no, what happened?
Let's fucking.
Oh, shoutouts to May. Shoutouts to Mila %. Surprised always how far up in that room you have to be for that C dash to get to Nailsmith. You have to be really high for it. And it's like his house does not feel like it's that high on the other side of the room, but it is. We're
Really
hearing
just
the
lives
odd
on an island, doesn't he?
Yeah. This was a really fun run though. A neat collectathon with just a lot going on.
Yeah. Both runs did really well, actually. No one died at all. No deaths to a couple Grimchild forgetters, but
They both forgot Grimchild in the car. We
yeah.
gotta tell them that they both did that because I'm sure it'll make them both feel better about it.
Yep.
That's still a world record.
Yeah. Oh wait, Vi?
Oh,
Vi?
Vi's looking.
Vi's looking. Well, GG to both runners though. We should see if they are looking to interview.
Oh.
Hello.
Oh,
Wow.
GG.
GG.
Yeah,
GG.
to both of you.
That was a lot of fun to watch. I think I've seen a Spinach run
Yeah,
before, but
absolutely.
like it's just when I'm actually paying attention to the routing, I'm like, this category gets everything, man.
It's kind
Yeah.
of weird because it's a mix between like Happy Couple, ACN, with a little bit of like
GG.
107 sprinkled in as
Yeah,
well.
GG to
So
both of you.
Yeah,
it's kind of like
that was a lot of
107
fun to watch.
minus
I've never
in that way.
I
It's
think I've
like
seen
it
a Spinach
skips
run
a lot
before,
of
but
the
like it's just
like
when I'm actually paying attention
the
to the
filler
routing, I'm
stuff.
like,
I
this
think in
category gets
107.
everything, man.
Like we don't have to
Yeah.
do collector.
Yeah.
We don't have to like full clear Kingdom's Edge. We just kind of like it's streamlined.
Yeah,
And
like
it's fun.
I really liked about what I really liked about watching this, and I even said, is that like meme runs are awesome because you kind of get to pick and choose what you're collecting, and it's not just arbitrarily like it is
Exactly.
kind of arbitrary, but it's not like, oh, we get everything. It's like, no, we get everything of a very specific group of things, and I'm ignoring everything else. Like we're getting all idols, not all relics, all idols.
We get some of the things all of the time.
Some of the things all of the time.
Yeah.
Um,
But that is a double world record. Technically mine's not a world record because it did finish after May's run, but
So it would have been
May's
world record if Maiden beat it just before
yeah,
you.
yeah, exactly. So
wow. History
think
in the making.
I think previous world record was a 139 and I got a 137 and May got a 133. So
Well,
I killed it then.
GG to both of
that
you.
was
That is
an
awesome.
insane run from May. I'm gonna be real. That was crazy.
May
Yeah,
kind
May
of
played really
Yeah.
well.
crazy.
I wasn't
Oh,
expecting that.
I want you both to know that you both at one point at different points in the run left Grimchild in the car.
I did it in resting grounds. I know that.
I
They did
forgot
it.
to upgrade Grimchild, so I
Yeah.
lost like ages going to King's Pass and being like, "Child,
Yeah.
where are you?"
He's in the car. The air conditioner is on. His favorite music is playing.
Oh, man.
I will say, the PB was foretold because I got 0 Fireball and Green Path.
I saw that. That was crazy.
We were like,
pointed it out.
whoa.
Yeah.
That was fucked
Yeah,
up.
Oh, I do have a question
jokingly said-
actually.
yeah, yep.
Is there a reason for the last section, like where you get the nail for? that you went from City Storms instead of like
Storms?
King Station?
So because I read the route yesterday, because I had the exact same thought.
We just go like we do have King Station. I don't actually know which is faster.
It should be faster
I mean,
from King.
1XX does
With
King.
But we
Yeah.
also don't have a Dreamer, so we'll get hit by the Hornet cutscene.
You won't, because one is dead, I think.
Oh, after you
Because
after you
fought
defeat Hornet
H2
2, you won't
Electric
see her in
Boogaloo.
Sadie.
I mean, I can
Yeah.
go find out.
Also, the real strat is you just do the Hornet Fountain cutscene skip.
True.
Not the Hornet
on
Fountain
vanilla?
cutscene skit.
The one that
That-
can just randomly invalidate your run. It's
It can
really
randomly invalidate. I watched, I believe it was Quack, try to make it work like several times and invalidate so many runs trying to make it work.
She just does not care.
No.
Yeah.
And it's like, stop trying to make fetch happen. But GG to both of you. That was great. I guess we can go see if Hornet will be there. I don't think so if you've beaten Hornet too, because she should be chilling at the top of Abyss now.
Nah,
Yeah, no,
she's
not here.
she's just gone.
Nope,
She's busy.
she's gone.
She went to the store. She went to the Silk Song store.
She went to go pick up cigarettes and she hasn't returned. That's why Silk Song's not coming. Oh my god.
She went to
The
the
Silk
store and she
Bong
never came
Wong.
back.
Yeah, just like my dad. Anyways. Chat, that's a joke. GG's. What's up next on the Hollow Knight 8-year celebration? We got Marissa audience, no main menu storage. That should be fun. And yet another excuse for Weaver song. I'm always here for it. Does anyone have any like last minute questions for the runners? I'm not sure if it looks like we're getting ready to transition to the next run. I don't want to take up too much time. But
Just want to
Sweet.
say feel better soon to Cyclone as well.
Yeah, shout outs to
Yeah.
Cyclone.
shout outs to Cyclone and Vi, I want to say thank you for honoring Cyclone by being on 1 HP so frequently. It was like they're really here.
I try my best. Thank you so much for commentating. Thank you to Restream, and thank you so much to the organizers. Thank you for having us. Run Spinach.
Run
True.
Spinach. Pretty.